You really are pixelating there. You got to
You
start
really
closing
are
stuff
slow.
down.
I'm getting out. I'll come back in.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't tell him he's slow, Dave. That's not. Don't get
I
personal.
know it's not politically correct.
Robosen.
Yeah, Robosen is the company that has the transforming. They have a Bumblebee, but the Bumblebee doesn't transform.
This is. I think this is the same company. They might have actually changed their name, but this is the same company that was floating these things around like 5 years ago. And they have what is it? They have like two other robots that they were working on too. Jazz, I think, was one.
That would make sense if they've got the rights. They should do it because.
Well, I think originally they didn't have the rights to do it, and they were just floating them around. And like I remember showing a link to my nephews like 5 years ago, and I guess they finally, they went up to Hasbro and say, "Hey, look what we can do. People will pay for this." And so they do,
Well, I mean, I know my co-hosts are going to pull their money and get me the Grimlock for Christmas. So, I mean, it's great.
I'm sorry, my internet's sketchy. I can't hear you.
I think I'm going out too. I think we're going out too.
John, you're right, says Drew.
You're supposed to tell him not to encourage me.
He's listened to the show long enough. He should know that on his own.
This is true. All right, let's get to some news. One Piece trailer dropped.
All right, I have 3 pages of notes here.
Okay, before you get to your 300 pages of notes, what did you guys think? Did you JD, what are you doing? Are you trying to say you didn't watch it?
I didn't know what I was watching. I was gonna let John just go on and go make a pizza.
No, go ahead. I want to hear what you guys think because it's.
I thought it looked fun.
Interesting
I know
to hear what outsiders think.
I know nothing about One Piece. I thought it looked fun. It's something different, and I definitely would watch this.
I didn't have an emotional impact one way or another about it. All I could think about is how is this thing so long? That's it. That's all. Like it didn't.
Yeah, it was a long trailer, wasn't it?
Can you hear me? Am I okay?
Yeah. I don't know if you're okay, but we can definitely hear you.
Okay, because I'm now paranoid now. If I don't get an immediate reaction, I'm thinking something's. See, like I have no idea what's happening.
I
highly doubt that the Netflix one is going to be as long as the actual cartoon, right? Like
no, well,
not with a strike.
So yeah, true. So they count like most anime is counted as arcs, an arc being a story arc. So like this handles the first.
Thanks for explaining that to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But this one is supposed to do like the first arc was the East Blue Saga, the main arc, East Blue Saga. And there's a couple arcs inside that. Covers like 44 episodes or 27 chapters of the manga. This is still only like 1/12 of the entire series, maybe a 15th of the entire series.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it's going to be a very small piece of the whole overarching thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So and they are changing some of the storyline in order to take some of the cruft out. And that cruft, yes, it's a computer term. But the thing is that Oda, the guy who wrote it, is and this is what I don't understand. Somehow Oda got the last right of refusal for all decisions. So he doesn't want to. You don't want to gatekeep.
You're being inclusive.
I am. You are right. Besides, me, I'm a fan. I want to see. I'm hyped about this, but I'm interested to see what it is from the eyes of somebody who's not into the fandom, that sort of thing. So so the thing is, like, we heard. I don't know if you've heard that Netflix is also going to be doing Last Airbender, a live action Last Airbender. And the 2 writers from that left the production because they didn't like the direction it was going. Okay. But somehow Oda made sure that in his contract, it says you can't do anything and nothing gets put to film and nothing gets put in the final product unless I okay it. And from what I've heard, he has asked for some things to be reshot and other things he wasn't so sure about until they shot it and he saw it and the actors made it work and he's like, okay, that's good. So it appears to be that he's working very closely with Netflix. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is that this is Netflix. And no matter how good something's doing, Netflix will cancel it for no reason.
Okay, so
to make
first
room
off,
for something else. But they're spending $18 million an episode for a total of $144 million for 8 episodes.
oh wow.
So
Classy says, not a One Piece guy, but Pirates of the Caribbean is one of the best pieces of any media.
true. I mean, it's really close with the exception
But
of the Gum Gum Power.
I'm gonna say I know people that aren't anime people, but like One Piece, which is weird. San says, did you hear Netflix canned the He-Man live action movie after dropping $30 million on it?
Did. I saw about 2 years ago, I saw a big I think it was a Supervoid Cinema thing about all the failed Masters of the Universe movies since the Dolph Lundgren one.
A lot.
Tons.
There's a graveyard.
It really is. And it's another brick in the wall, basically. Well, I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
but I mean, it's funny. It goes, John
I
just
know.
said that, as long as Netflix doesn't cancel this,
this will be big. But the thing is, again, you have to understand that movies made movie adaptations made for like video games, live action adaptations for anime there's a graveyard for that too. Devilman, Full Metal Alchemist was horrible. The worst was the Dragon Ball Evolution movie, which is the gold standard for that's the room of anime adaptations. And the thing is though that with this trailer, it looks like at least that they've got all the right actors and the right tone, and they've done about as best as they can with the budget they've got, with mostly practical effects, which I think is going to make the difference between this and a lot of the other live action adaptions where it's just like Full Metal Alchemist. It was just all green screen all the time, and it looked horrible. So, I think this is gonna be. Now we've seen a good one. We've seen a good one before, a good trailer before for Cowboy Bebop. And then we found that they changed just enough of the characters and the story arc and everything to take it away from what it was supposed to be. But again, the writer of this, Oda, he's in charge of it, where he has the last say and everything. So this might be, and this will net Netflix a lot of money, if it does well.
Well, that's funny because now I'm thinking about, not to go off on a tangent, not to bring up the strike again, but
true.
How can you not?
Yeah, I know the strike is going to affect everything we talk about for the next couple of months at least.
Year.
That's one of the things where it's like, one of the things they're talking about is residuals, and one of the issues is that residuals are based on the profit of something after it makes money, and the problem is with the streaming stuff, we don't know how does a show on streaming make money, because there's no advertising on it, they're not selling it on media afterwards, so you have to come up with a formula based on how many people are subscribed, watch it, and then try to figure out I think
that's how residuals. That's how it's done with rating decades. Figure it out. If there's enough to pay Dave off what he's making, there's enough to start figuring out residuals. Fuck the rich.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why Netflix doesn't release anything or any of these other streamers. They don't want to
be liable.
Yeah,
unable to pay the people who actually worked on this stuff.
Yeah. By the way, the Netflix trailer, the One Piece trailer has 6.4 million views right now. And to put that against something else, the Marvels official trailer has 13 million views. And the One Piece trailer was put out 2 days ago, and the Marvels 3 days ago. So like this is probably one of the biggest projects Netflix has worked on, really. You know,
Yeah,
considering the fan base.
I think it's going to be one of those things that's going to have to like. The problem is with broadcast TV, they came up with rules around it. You know, there's the Nielsen ratings, and based on the Nielsen ratings, advertisers pay so much to a show to advertise on it, and they don't have anything like that. There's no regulation on this right now. Like that's the whole thing, is someone's going to have to come in and regulate this in some way and figure out what makes sense.
These things came because it was time to pay people, right? Right needs to be a way, because right now, like, let's look at some of the other things they're requesting for background actors to get scanned days worth of work and be used in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Because you're one step away from doing it. Yeah, you're one step away from doing that to actors. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to trust me in how gross my feet look. You're gonna have to believe me on this one.
I don't think that's what Drew's talking about.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm just making a joke, but I'm not gonna carry water for billionaires.
No,
no one's carrying water for billionaires.
That's exactly what people are. It's exactly what people are. These companies just.
What I'm saying is, it's a completely different model. It's a completely different model. It's why they are trying to force it.
There is money at the top. There's money to trickle down. Dave, I'll use the terminology.
Yeah,
there's money to trickle. Everyone who actually, does the work on these things. Not the people who sit in a boardroom and make bad decisions all day for things that people don't want to see. Fuck them.
I'm not disagreeing with the idea that people at the top make too much money. What I'm saying is, how do you track this? There's no, like, they can make up whatever they want. There's no regulation on it.
Well, that's
what I'm saying.
That's the problem. Then they don't get anything until they figure it out. Right? That's the point of a strike.
But the other problem is that
do you bet? What do you bet that that's not one of the things that's on the table for the strike? Like, that's not one of the things that they're talking about for the next contract, that they have to release those numbers so that people that can get paid, It's not his router. Somebody's watching movies in his house, streaming a movie or something.
He's the only one there.
Oh,
it's the ghost.
It's your dog. Yeah. It's your dog, man. Have you checked?
Astro's watching movies.
He's right here. Oops.
Oh.
There. He's hanging out with me.
Yeah.
I actually had the YouTube. I had the YouTube open. I think that might have been slowing me down. My bad.
Oh, YouTube always slows you down.
Yeah, I was streaming the show.
I've also noticed if I've got a couple tabs at YouTube open and then I close those tabs, it doesn't release the memory. Are you using Chrome or
Chrome? We're on
Chrome sucks.
Well, we're on StreamYard. You have to use Chrome.
Oh, okay.
I use Firefox, but
do you really? I thought it was. Oh, I thought you had to use Chrome. All right.
Anyway, yeah, I know I won't try to harp on this anymore, but like this is going to be interesting. It comes out August 31st, and I think this. I mean, we're gonna have to watch. I'm gonna be watching it. Maybe I'll tape it.
I'll watch it too. But here's the thing. What I'm saying, Kassan, I'm sure there are people who are getting those numbers. The problem is, how do you translate that to dollars? Because it's based on they're not paying extra to watch something. It's based on a subscription fee. So like, that's what I'm saying. Someone has to come up with a formula that's fair to work this out. Like, you can't just sit there and say, a million people watched it, but what does that mean? Because a million people might have watched something else and watched something else. Then by the time you get down to, for this month, then each show earned a penny. Like
Right, but the thing is, they know what the streaming numbers are. They know which show. We know,
but
they
a
know
number of
which
viewers,
shows are
but
good.
a number of viewers doesn't equal dollars anymore. That's what I'm saying.
But they're going to
Like in
have
the
to
old
make it.
model,
Yes, but they're going to have to make it count.
That's
Sorry, JD.
need to figure out what that means now, because television has dropped tens of millions of subscribers this month. We are ESPN is talking about creating their own a la carte service, right?
God.
Well, probably, okay, that's the thing. They need to redo things because the market is moving in this direction, and we can't expect the guilds to hold to these old SAG WGA syndicated television standards.
right?
Because there is no syndication anymore. It's streaming.
That's what I'm saying. This is the new thing. And when syndication became a thing, the guilds created a system, right? And it was based on advertisers. We're not getting advertisers when we're getting subscribers. Now it has to be based on subscribers. And some of these, a lot of advertisers. There are advertisers on Peacock. There are advertisers on Hulu. There are advertisers in a lot of these. And to be quite frank, here's the dirty secret no one wants to talk about. Guess what? Here's every streaming service is going to be ad-based. They are. It's going to happen.
It's going to be what?
Ad-based. Is my router still?
Yeah.
You're still.
Gentlemen, it's been fun. Good night.
What? What?
Hopefully he'll restart.
But on the service, okay. But the time on the service, this is from Randy. She can't, like, people sign up for the show, then they leave after the show ends or sucks. Like, yes, I also agree that would be part of the formula. Like, if people leave because of an issue, like because they don't like the show, then yes, that counts in some way against the money. But again, it's different because in the old model, the more people that watch the show, the more they can charge for advertising, the more money they can make. In the new model, it's a flat rate, so you just have to figure it out. That's all I'm saying. Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.